Okay, so welcome back. And today, my first task will be to try and get us to the platform that we are going to use. And having said that, I think I had given you guys like a link, and in the link, I was going to share the same. So I'm going to log in. And this is, if you used the link that I shared, this is what you're supposed to get. You're supposed to get this here. csportswear.com. But then the logging in, you'd have to use your own email. So again, it is a website. Hence, this platform is actually a web platform. There's something we call a web platform. It is not a standalone platform that you can download. Yes, you can download it from this csportswear.com. If you go there and then you look for CTrader, it's CTrader, okay. This is the name of the platform. It's a very nice platform. First, I want to confirm that actually you guys have access to it. So the only way of confirming is by just asking you. So I'm going to ask you and then you tell me a yes or no if you've been able to download or log in. So download or log in. Liam?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Download or log in?
Download.
Download, okay, good. Dan? Download or log in? Is that Dan? Or oh no, that is Robert.
This is Dan.
Oh, Dan, okay. Have you been able to download or log in?
I'm following what you're showing us. I'm seeing a chart.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Well,
right,
I'm not downloading anything. I'm only seeing
okay.
a chart.
So that's fine. I will go through it once again. Okay. And Calvin?
Yeah, I have the app. I downloaded the app.
Okay, okay, good. All right, so then I will continue. All right, for the sake of Dan, what I will do, I will actually log out and try and log in. Okay, and let me see what we can do to try and bring him to speed. Okay. So if it was just a normal website, so you go to normal, the link that I've given you guys, let me see if I can get the link. Okay, wait. So the link that I gave you, if you're on WhatsApp, you can just copy and paste. But let me first get to it. Okay, so you delete that and let me, wait. All right, so this is just a blank. Oh, let me do it. Okay, so this is a blank page. And then the URL I've sent you is that, okay? citysportsport.com, okay, sportwear.com, citysportwear.com. So if I click on it, it will actually give us this spot.ctrader. So I click on it, and for the sake of Dan, ideally you're supposed to be able to, it'll ask you your login credentials, but because I'm already logged in, okay, it goes straight to it. Let me see if I can log out. Okay, so I'm signing out on this browser just to show you what it would look like. Okay, so this is what would appear here like that. Okay, so then what you do, you can use your credentials, either Facebook or Google or something to log in. Okay, normally I use Google. Okay, and if I click on Google, then it will log me in. So now I think now I'm out on both of them. I will come here. So it asks me to continue if I want to use CTrader ID. So I've used all this. These are all my emails that I use for Forex. So I clicked on one, and now opening. So for you, if you have whatever email you have, once you log in, the default setting, I'm going to return it to the default setting, is something like this, okay? Okay. So, and this is for all of you, The first time you log in, this is what you get. It looks very busy, and that is fine. It's okay for it to be busy, but I want to show you the quickest way and the best way of removing all this. I call it clutter, okay? And the best thing to do is to try and remove this thing here on the left and this thing here on the right. Okay, once you remove that, then what we want is the center part, which will expand. We can expand it, okay? So how do we remove this? So why am I saying this is the default? This is the default. The first time you log in, if you don't have an account at CTrader, okay, this is what you'll get. Whether you download or whether you just use this CT Sportswear on top, this is what you get. So the next thing I want you to do is to now come up here. Okay, everything you want is up here. There. And once you do that, this side will disappear. That's number one. Okay. Then number two, this thing here. That's your number two. That will take care of this mess over here. Okay. Now, once you've become more comfortable with trading, then you can play around with them, because this one on the left allows you to change the currency pair you're trading, like popular markets, and so on. But we'll talk about that later. And on the right-hand side, it is the what we call the risk that you're taking, the profit targets you're taking, the account size you're taking. It's all on the right. Okay, but we don't want those two right now. We just want the basic vanilla, platform. So what we do, we first come and up here we click on this. Okay, I hope you're seeing that right here. If I click on it, what will happen is this thing here will disappear. All right. So I'm going to click on it. 1, 2, 3. There. It has disappeared. Again, I will click on it. It will appear again. Okay, so this thing here where my cursor is what we click to remove the trades information. So 3, 2, 1, on. So you see that middle part has expanded, okay, which is good. But our screen is still not big enough. So we want to remove this one on the right-hand side. So what do? I have mentioned, we come to the top again. We come to this thing, this thing that looks like a computer monitor there. You ignore it. It is actually the third icon from the left. So this is the first, this is the second, this is the third, okay? So we'll click on this here and we'll see the drop down. There'll be an option there. So let me clear this. So if I click on it, okay, see what happens? I clicked on it. Okay, in fact, I bring the cursor on top and this is what happens. So we have trade watch and they even say bottom. And then we have active symbol panel on the right-hand side. So right now, the default is they're all ticked, okay? So see what happens if I untick it. There, it disappeared on the right side. And now our screen is even bigger and better. That's what we want. Now, I go back here. If I want to look at it, I can click on it again, but we don't really need it there right now. So I'll click on it to remove it. Then look at what remains. What remains is the trade watch at the bottom. Okay, what is a trade watch? It is this panel down here. The panel down here that tells you about your trade. It tells you, okay, actually this thing right here. This is why CTrader is considered one of the best, okay? Because it allows you to look at your positions very clearly, the orders you have made. So the positions you've taken, like you've taken 3, 4, 5 trades, it will show you, okay? Then in terms of orders that you've made, the history of all the trades you've taken, any price alerts you may have put, and the transactions. Do we need to memorize all this? No. As a matter of fact, you don't even need to know them. They'll just be there. They'll just be whatever action you do here. This is where your finger will mostly be around here. So whatever you do here will always appear here. Okay. So you'll see as you take a trade, okay, as you take a buy or a sell, whichever the buy or sell, okay, it'll print here in lines, number 1, number 2, number 3, and so on and so on and so on, like that. Okay. So remove the drawings here. Okay, there we go. So we are now ready to walk through what I call it a platform walkthrough. I want to walk you through, even though we don't have a lot of time, but I want to walk you through the basics of this CTrader platform. I told you it's one of the easiest to use, and it looks sophisticated, but trust me, it is very easy to use. Once you get used to this, you might not like the MT4 or the other platforms. All right. So first things first, if you've noticed, you observed, the layout is very much like the basic Microsoft platforms, whether it is Word, Excel, PowerPoint, all those things. Why? Because it has ribbons on the top and on the bottom. So I'll close this thing here, open live account. I'll close that. Okay. So this is what we have. Now, more importantly, I want you to pay attention to what you'll need. What you'll need is actually the ribbon on top. This is called a ribbon, right all the way at the top here. So this is what you'll need. The ribbon on the right, and naturally the ribbon on the left. But on the left, there's not much. It's important, but there's not much. Okay, and then basically everything else is down here. It's the only platform that can give you your statement if you want it, like right away after taking some trades. So I will just give you an overview of the ribbon on top. The ribbon on top, if you look at it, it tells you mostly your time frame, whatever time frame you want to trade. Okay, time frame, and then that's the main thing at the top. Then on the left-hand side, it kind of like zooms in, zooms out, and how to set up the platform itself, whether you want to have 2 or 3 screens or panels. Okay, all those things are up here. Okay, and a lot of these things, you'll have to play with them to know exactly how they work. Right now, I can just show you like a brief. But remember, I told you that in this course, we shall have homework. And so this will be your homework. Okay, a lot of this, the testing of these things will be your homework. And it doesn't take long. It takes like just 5 minutes. Once you open it, you click on it and see what it does, click on it, see what it does, and so on. So I need you to urgently familiarize yourself with this platform, okay, and how it works. So the only way is to explore. So this is minute 1. As you can see, M1, M5, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hours, daily, weekly, monthly. Do we need to use all these things? For right now, no. For the purpose of this class, in fact, we'll ignore all the time frames except the 1 minute, because I'm teaching you how to scalp. Okay, that's the strategy, scalping. All right. Then on the right-hand side, these are some of your charting tools. Okay, that is just the usual cursor. Okay, this is like if you want to read where the market is, drawing a line. Okay, so all these things, again, the only way you'll know them is by playing with them. If you don't play with them, you'll not know. We can sit here and talk and talk and talk, but at the end of the day, you have to play with them, all right? So, but now I'm just breaking it down so you have an idea. On the left, these ones you might not use much, these ones here, you might not use much, at least not for now. Okay, but once you start doing things like copy trading and all that stuff, then they come in handy. At the bottom here, especially this wheel here, the thing that looks like a wheel, that is the one that allows you to set up your platform in terms of the size, okay, position, okay. So in fact, the risk you'll be taking, the position you'll be taking, and the profits. So the 3 things that you always have to deal with when you're taking a trade. Okay, risk, position, profit. Okay, position we shall set right here. Okay, and profit will set down there, and the risk will set down there. Okay, then of course this ones I'll show you. So main 3 things on this platform that are very important. The one on top, the ribbon on top. The most important part is the times. Okay, that's all you need to know. The rest is just the visuals. So how you want it to look like. Whether I want to have another chart, that chart, they can all appear from, you can set them from here. On the right are your charting tools, and at the bottom are your trades. Okay. All right, we'll quickly go to the next step. Okay, so now I will quickly do that. I want, by the time we finish our class today, you can then start playing around with it and see if you can have some trades. And I want you to take some trades even tonight. Now, to take trades on this platform, very, very easy. So assuming that you wanted to test the platform, all you have to do is come here, okay? The default, we can make this as low as possible. Right now it's at 0.05, okay? Sorry, 0.5, okay? But I can change it to the smallest. So if you put your cursor here, it is the pip, not the pip value, but the lot size. This is the size, position size you want to use, okay? What we want to do, we want to use the smallest for now, not 0.5, but 0.01. Please, that's the first thing you do. Change this size to 0.01, okay? And then note automatically, this writes itself. It says it is a sell, and the one on the right is a buy. That's a sell button, and this button there is the buy button. So once you decide that you want to buy, you just click up here. If you decide you want to sell, you click up there, okay? But you have already set your position, okay? All right, so I'm gonna remove that. Okay, so we have set that already, so 0.01. So, and then what I want here is the 1 minute. Please note, we can use any of these minutes, but we're not interested for now, okay? All we want is the minute 1. If I do 5, the chart changes to the 5 minutes, okay? If I do 1 hour, it changes to the 1 hour. We're not interested in all those. All we're interested in is right now is the 1 minute, okay? Now, we need to hurry up a little bit. Now, I forgot to mention, very important, the currency pair that you want to use. The currency pair you want to use is here, but you can change it from here. I guess this is probably the most important thing. Okay, you see this drop-down menu there? That's the one you click. So when you open this platform, the first thing you do is you check your platform, I mean your currency pair, and then you click whichever you want, all right? And then the time, that's the time frame. We can have many other charts up there, but I'll show you how to do that. But to me, for right now, all I want you to know is to be able to take trades, okay? So in the next 2-3 minutes, I will get to that. All right, so right now by default, well, not by default, but I think I've been doing it before. I was using AUD USD. So I'm going to look here and maybe go to Euro USD. So look at what I've done. I come to the currency pair, and then I click on that drop down. So on that drop down, I click, I get now many options. There we go. So these are popular markets. Not interested in that, of course. There's a question yesterday in class. We're getting gold, silver, and so on. We don't want that. Okay, these are popular markets, that's fine. We want Forex. So we click on Euro USD for now. And we want the 1 minute. That's it. So you have Euro USD, we have 1 minute. We change the position size, okay? Now, in scalping means we want to enter the market and get out very quickly. We enter, get out, okay? Enter and get out very quickly. How do we do that? By presetting our take profit, okay? and stop loss. Take profit, why? Because we don't want to be taking a trade and then we go back and we set up and then we say, okay, fine, we want profit or whatever, okay? And then stop loss. We don't want to be setting each time. We want every time we click buy or sell, this one automatically comes. Stop loss, you know, this is automatic. That's what we want to do. And that's why we use this platform, because the platform enables you to do that. All right, so for the purposes of our class, remember, I want to teach you to be scalpers, okay? And by the end of this class, you should be able to easily make 10 pips. Yeah, 10 pips per day. That's what we shall try per day. Okay, remember what pips were? Pips are price interest points. My goal is by the end of this class, you should be able to do 10 pips per day. All right, so we'll get there. So we want now to set, we want to set this take profit and stop loss. So it is automated. And how do we do that? We come here, like I said, on the setting on the left-hand side here. You click on it. Okay, you saw me clicking. Okay, I clicked on it. And you see, okay, not lock somebody out of class. 1 second. Okay. So these are, when you click on it, when you click this on the left-hand side where it says settings, okay, I think I better show them to you again. So here, to make it fat. All right, here, this is what you need on the left-hand side there. It says settings, this thing here, that is settings. That's what you click. If you click on it, then we get the next thing. So I have to clean up this. All right, so I click on it. And what are we doing? We just want to set the take profit and stop loss so that we can be able to take trades as and when we want. So I come here, click on that. And then here, we want you to go to quick trades. Okay, please, I hope you're taking your notes. Okay, when you click on these settings, you come and click on the quick trades. All right. The rest is by default. I will not even get to the others, but this leverage and hedging, don't worry about those things for now. Okay, quick trade, you click on quick trade, and this is what we get. Quick trade mode. By default, this single click, okay, we have less than 10 minutes to the end of our class. Okay, this single click will have been clicked, or rather selected by default. You don't want the double click and disabled, no. We want it the way it is, okay? So you don't have to worry about the top there. When we come to order types, this is where we want to do the settings. Now, we are not interested in market range for now, okay? But what we are interested in is stop loss, okay? So stop loss means you want the market to get you out of the trade when the pips, number of pips become a certain number. So for now, the default is 15 or something. I'm going to change it to 40. And I'll explain to you why, okay? Stop loss 40, which means if the market turns against me, once it reaches 40, I want to be out, all right? And then profit, this is take profit. Now, only in scalping do we do this, where the stop loss is more than the take profit. So take profit, for now, I only want you to go for 2 pips. Well, you might argue that why should we go for 2 pips when we are risking 40? That is true, but you'll understand with time why you're shooting for 2 when you're risking 40. All right. So that's what we want. For now, let's forget about this stop and limit. Those are other types of orders, which we shall talk about with time. Okay, so once you do that, then you actually accept, click accept. Okay. Once you click accept, okay, then it allows you to click on this green button. Not very clear, but yeah, there's a green button here. So right below it, click, and you see what happens here. This thing here, it says quick trade changes have been made. If you don't see that, then you've done something wrong. Okay. All right, cool. So we're done. So we are ready to trade. All right, good. We have 8 minutes or 7 minutes. So that's enough for us to take a few trades. So this is 1 minute. 1 minute is supposed to be moving very fast. Well, depending on the time of the day. Okay. If it was about 4 p.m., you'd be seeing these candles moving up like that. If it was in Kenyan time, between 9 a.m. Kenyan time, that's because that's the London open. The banks are opening in London, okay? And around 9 till about plus 8 hours, that's 11, yeah, that's around 5 p.m. Oh, not 5 p.m., sorry, 7 p.m. Kenyan time. Between this time and this time, especially around 9 plus maximum 2 hours, and then this plus or minus 1 hour. So from 6, 7, 8, okay? The market can move like this, like you can see right here. Look at that. That's a big move, okay? And that was around 8 p.m., all right? I'll clear this and show you how the market behaved earlier. So this is just now. Now look at that. Okay, this was around 1900 hours. Okay. Okay, look at that. Look at that move. Somebody made a lot of money. And the market moved from here all the way down. Okay. You can move the size. If you move, click here on the right-hand side. Click on the right-hand side and hold your cursor. You can squeeze it so you can see the whole thing, or you can leave it the way it was, okay? But this is just to tell you that the market moved a lot. This is around 6 o'clock. So somebody moved from here all the way down there. Let me see how many pips that was. This is the crosshair. You come and you measure, you put it from there, and then you go down all the way. And this person made 28 pips. The market moved 28 pips in a very short time. In how many minutes? In about 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes, 28 pips. But actually, wait a minute, even going up from down here, the market moved a lot. People who were scalping then, from there all the way up to there, that was 19 pips, 20 pips. So for us, we're not interested in 20 pips or 18 pips, and that sounds good. We only want 2 pips from the market. 2 pips each trade. And you'll thank me later, all right? So you see, all those moves. So there's some hours when you go to trade, you're actually going to see wonders. Then there are times when the market's, like now here, the market was not moving at all. Okay, that's about 1 p.m. our time, around 1 till about 2:30, 2:20. It was not even moving, okay? But let's see in the morning what happened. Okay, we have 3 minutes. Whoa. Look at that move from down here all the way up. Okay. So how do we trade? We just click buy, click sell. That's it. That was 27 pips, 26 pips. We don't want all that. In fact, for us, when I say 2 pips is just like from there to there. That's it. We only want from there to there. Okay. From there to there. That's all we want. Each time we see a good move, that's all we want. And I'll explain to you why. Okay. So I will go ahead and take some trades. We have 3 minutes to take those trades and then look at the records, and then we'll pick up on Monday. So right here. So as you notice now, the market is not moving so much. So we call this the price cycle. This price cycle. The price cycle now is from the lowest to the highest. Okay, from this low to that. Okay, the price cycle. Okay, so we don't want to go for the whole hog. Okay, we want to only shoot for 2 or 3 pips. So if that is the lowest the market is reaching, and that is the highest for now, then you see already the market is almost reaching the low. So here, it would be very unsafe to enter a trade here unless you're entering a buy. Okay, and please remember that. Wow, we have 2 minutes. So how do we enter this trade? Buy. We just click on here. Okay, we click on this. If I click once, it will be 1 trade. Okay, and if you look at positions, we already have 1 trade. So automatically it has registered 1 trade, okay, 0.01, the take profit and stop loss. And this is orange. When it becomes green, it means it is in profit. And that's what you're seeing there. It's almost going to profit. We have 1 minute. Wow. Maybe I will add some extra minutes. We can log in again and take a few trades for practice. Okay. So, but I've taken 1 trade. Can I take more trades? Yes, that is scalping. Scalping, we have, like those trades are very small. The profit will be very small. So I've taken 1 trade. If it reaches here, it will take profit, okay? But I also know that it does not reach the bottom, which means that it might still go down. And for scalping, that is okay. For scalping, that is okay. Okay, it's almost taking profit. Guys, look. It's taking profit right here. See, it's turned green. And this is how much we'll be making. As you can see, we took the trade here and we want to get out here, okay? We only want those 2 pips. We don't want the whole hog. We don't want to wait for the market. See, it didn't even go. We don't want to wait for the market to go all the way up there. Chances of it to get up there are